Get yourself. Hello, everybody. People have been coming together for years and years and years around tables. They come to eat, enjoy food, spirits, and fellowship with each other. This could be a gathering in your backyard for a cookout, or it could be just a casual sit-down dinner with your family. Most dining these days is casual, but on those rare occasions we do have to go to formal dinners. And sometimes I get nervous, I know I do, when I have to go to a formal dinner and I'm not sure which fork to use first, or where my wine glass is supposed to be. So today what I will be going over with you guys is how to set a formal table. So let's begin with the first step. First you have to get prepared. Gather all your dishes, your silverware, your napkins, your linens. You can use a tablecloth, a table runner, or a placemat. When you set your tablecloth on your table, you want to make sure that all sides are even on every side of the table. You also want to make sure that the fold is to the inside of the table. You don't want this showing on the outside. You want it to look nice and pretty. Okay, next we'll start with a charger, or what we call a service plate. You set the service plate in the middle of your placemat or setting, and it's usually about 1 inch. You want it 1 inch from the bottom of the table, or from the edge of the table. This is called a service plate because all other courses are going to be served off of this plate. The service charger plate will be removed after the entree is served. Next, we will go to our salad plate. So our salad is served on this plate, and it is set in the middle of the charger plate. Now you can set the napkin in the middle on the salad plate if you'd like to, or if you do have soup that's going to be served, you would place the soup bowl in the middle of the salad plate, and then move your napkin to the left-hand side of the plate setting with the folds on the top. Okay, so now we move on to our little bread plate. Our bread plate is going to be placed up and to the left of the charger or service plate. So this is the plateware that's going to be set up for our meal. Now we're going to move on to silverware. Our utensils. First we're going to start with the dinner fork. The dinner fork is going to be the largest of all of the forks, and it goes on the left side. Danny Stelmach, our catering event planner here at Clausen's, has taught me a little trick to remember which side that the fork goes on. It's simple, but it works. It's F-O-R-K-L-E-F-T. So fork goes on the left. Next, we have our fish fork, because usually the fish course comes before the dinner. So our fish fork goes just to the left of the dinner fork, and you want to try and make sure that they're even, and about 1 inch from the bottom as well. As Martha Stewart says many times on her website, you're not just setting the table, you're setting the mood. So you want it to look pretty and nice and neat. Next we have our salad fork. Now our salad fork is a little bit different from the other forks because on one side, one of the tines is going to be, or it may be, a little bit larger than the others. This is for helping to cut the greens. A lot of times they don't serve salad knives, so you're going to have to use your fork. So this is our salad fork, and it goes just right here to the left of the fish fork. Now we're going to go to the other side. We'll start on the inside with our dinner knife. Next is our fish knife, and it is shaped a little bit different. And according to private chef Albrich of Miami, South Florida, a long time ago, or in olden days, the blades of the fish knife were actually made out of silver, where everything else was steel on a place setting. This is because, as most of us know, fish is usually served with lemons. Well, lemons react to the steel of steel blades, and it makes an odd, funny taste. So they started producing fish knives that were made of silver blades, so you wouldn't have that bad taste when you're eating a fish course. So the fish knife goes next to the dinner knife. Next on the end comes the soup spoon. And now the last utensil I have to put up is my butter knife, and it goes over here on my bread and butter plate, and it's set diagonal with the blade facing down. Now also with the knife, we do want to make sure that the blade is facing inward towards the plate. So from when you're working with a formal dinner, you always want to work from the outside in, because there's the order of the courses. So first we start with the soup spoon, because that's our first course, and the salad fork pairs with this. And then the fish course, that will be removed, and then the fish course is brought out and laid on the service plate. And then you use your fish fork with your fish knife. After the fish course is removed, then the dinner plate is set on the service plate, and you will use the innermost utensils, the fork, the dinner fork, and the dinner knife. So whenever you're at a formal dinner, you always want to look at your table and remember that you will always work from the outside in for each course. Now we'll move on to our glasses. Our glasses are kind of in the same order of what you will use first, is placed closest to you. But first, your water glass is going to be placed directly above your dinner knife, about 1 inch. And then your red wine glass will be placed slightly behind and slightly to the left. Now your white wine is going to be placed in front and then next to your water glass. Now as you can see, the water goblet is deep, which will hold water for the entire meal. Your red wine glass is going to have a wider bowl and a slightly narrower rim. And this is so that the aromas of the red wine will get released so you can smell it. You usually hold a red wine glass by the cup. With a white wine glass, you'll see that it does have a narrower bowl and a slim rim as well. This helps to keep the wine from the air and protect its delicacy. And it also helps with keeping the wine cool, because white wines are served chilled. You always want to hold the white wine glass by the stem and not by the bowl of the glass. So you also use these in the order of which is closest to you. For the first glass, you will use your white wine glass, which is usually going to be served with your fish course. And then for your dinner is usually the meat course, so you're going to use your red wine glass with that. So now we have our plate set up. We put our little salad plate and soup bowl back. And this is what a formal dinner setting could possibly look like. Now after dinner, if you were to serve coffee or tea, it would be placed on a saucer, and a teaspoon would be placed to the right of the handle of the cup, and everything that you need will be brought out with the coffee or the tea, your sugar, spoon, everything else. So now that we've gone over how to set a formal table, hopefully the next time you find yourself in a formal setting, you don't get nervous about what fork to use or where's that wine glass. I hope you guys have enjoyed and maybe taken a little bit from this, and cheers.
Very informative.
Now, did people ask you, is this for communications?
It's public speaking.
Yeah. People, and you can ask you,